Ride-sharing technology has boomed into a multi-billion-dollar industry within the past decade. Uber continues to lead the South African mobile taxi hailing industry. But now, a new alternative called Jozibear has sprung up.
So Jozibear works exactly like any other e-hailing app. It links me to the driver, and as simply as that, I'm picked up by South Africa's first locally owned taxi e-hailing service.
And it believes it's a strong contender for the local market.
Officially went live in October 2016, and so far so good. We've run a proof of concept. A lot of people were saying that we couldn't take on Uber, people wouldn't support us, but funny enough, we've had some very good support for the South African public and from South African drivers. Up to date, we've registered about 150 drivers.
Jozibear works pretty much the same way as Uber, but with a few twists to set itself apart from its competitor.
We are very big on security, so we make sure that we screen these drivers properly. One thing that we pride ourselves on is that we know our drivers personally, so they come into our office. We have our own fingerprinting, state-of-the-art software and hardware, where we're able to fingerprint the drivers and get a report instantly, almost instantly, on their criminal record.
To grow the brand, the company applies competitive prices and prides itself on empowering drivers by charging a lower service fee to operate on the platform.
What's different? We're basically giving people an opportunity to to have an alternative transport. We're cheaper, and we take less from the drivers. We take up to 13% only from the drivers, and we are actively looking to empower the drivers.
I joined Jozibear in February this year, 2017, and ever since I joined it, it has brought a lot of difference in my life financially. One thing that I liked about Jozibear, I compared it with the other service providers, and the percentage, it is much, it's lower than the others. And also being a South African company, I think it's another way of contributing and heeding the call of supporting local business, South African businesses. Yeah.
Presently, Jozibear predominantly operates in Johannesburg, but if all goes well, it plans to spread out into the rest of South Africa.
We're looking for investors to help us launch, and of course we're talking to car manufacturers. We are in negotiations with two very big car manufacturers that will help us to get a bigger fleet into the market.
The proudly South African app is compatible with both Android and iOS devices, and it's free. Now it remains to see how successful this local startup will do. Julie Shire, CGTN, Johannesburg, South Africa.